Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and sponsored by international award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of Missing. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 40 podcast platforms, as well as HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We can be heard in over 100 countries, featuring over 1,000 well-known and amazing guests throughout the globe. And named one of the top 100 global podcasts in the New York Weekly Times, Hollywood Entertainment News, Los Angeles Weekly Times, Apple, and Chartable. So sit back and relax and enjoy another great episode of the award-winning Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosinzia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosinzia has garnered great reviews, and Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forrest Riley, and Manelis. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in 110 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and also heard on HamiltonRadio.net. Oldies FM, Diamonds FM, and more. And take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast, t-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, and baseball gear and more. Amazon.com, and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also cool merchandise like t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and also phone cases and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, the Mike Wagner Show. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com for the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a very popular gentleman, and he gets a lot of requests, and he's an accomplished local and nationally recognized chef and owner of 2 wonderful restaurants in the Western Chicago area by incorporating his own twist into traditional dishes. We'll talk about that. He began his passion at a young age and began his career at 16, mastering all positions from busboy, dishwasher to line cook and more. And he's also been featured in numerous publications and his places are known as the Cheers of Geneva, which is one of the restaurants we'll talk about. And he also had various figures come through the wonderful gates, including Stevie Nicks. And of course, you got David Jones, you got Kenny Chesney, Reggie Jackson, and more. And he's got an amazing menu as well. And you'll want to go right there and just devour all that food. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful Western Chicago, best known as Geneva, Illinois, and right by the Fox River, and the accomplished local and recognized chef and owner of Foxfire and Copper Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazingly multi-talented chef, Casey Gulbro. Casey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today. Casey, are you there?
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the wonderful introduction. I'm there. Can you hear me?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, you froze there for just a minute, but you're okay, though. I thought I might have put some ice on you too much, but
Yeah, you scared me. I have to live up to that reputation.
well, when it comes to food, I have to live up to yours too. So I think we're up to a challenge right here, and I think I'm trying to find my forks, my knife, and everything else, and I'm at to come really hungry on this one. We'll have to match up on it. So you're accomplished local.
Yeah, come on down. We got to.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I said yeah. We'd love to have you come on down.
Oh, definitely will too. We will do so. And you're accomplished local and nationally recognized chef and owner of the Foxfire and Copper Fox in downtown Geneva by incorporating your own twist into traditional menus. We'll talk about that. Well, you began passion at a very young age. You began a career at 16, mastering all positions from busboy, dishwasher, line cook, and more. You've been featured in numerous publications, and your places are known as the Cheers of Geneva, which is the Foxfire. And you've had a number of celebrities come by, like Stevie Nicks, David Jones, and then you had Kenny Chesney, Reggie Jackson, and more. And of course, you also get involved in some charities. You also have some ventures, and you got just amazing food. We'll talk about what's on the menu. And before getting to all that, Casey, tell us how I first got started.
I was actually started out as a busboy, dishwasher, and host at a former restaurant chain. Now I think there's only a couple of them here and there. It's called Baker Square, or back then it was called Papa and Fresh. About 14, 15 years old. Ever since then, I've had a passion for cooking since I was 8. Always being the youngest of 4 boys, I was one that doing the clean and that kind of stuff, while Dad had the older boys out doing the hard work. So got a passion for that. Loved the looks that my brothers and family would give me when they ate the food that I helped Mom make, and just got addicted to it. So I've been doing it ever since.
Wow, that is amazing and making me hungry already. And what was it, one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing as a career? What was that one moment for you like that?
The one moment that got me into this career, I would have to say just I got, it's funny you call it the Cheers of Geneva. That's probably the one moment that made me think, hey, I want to be a restaurant owner, was watching Sam Malone dish up drinks with Coach on TV every weeknight with family. And that's something that I always wanted to have, a place where everybody knew your name. So it came to cooking and bartending in my past career, and that was put it together, becoming a restaurant owner and chef.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure getting some calls already as well too, that they're probably ordering right now. So I think you have to tell them, you have to wait and say, hey, your pizza will be coming very soon. You have to tell people that, or pizza delivery. But then who's your favorite chefs, and who are your favorite chefs you enjoyed growing up, or even like, food and everything like that? Or who's some of your favorite chefs and cooks growing up?
Some of my favorite chefs and cooks growing up. I mean, I remember a lot of times watching Julia Childs live on TV. If I'm dating myself, she was one of the first. Then growing up and getting into it, watching like the Bobby Flays of the world, a couple of modern chefs. The list keeps on going. I would say that's how I got my start, though.
Mm-hmm. And of course, with helping with your mom as well too at an early age, what are some of the dishes that you remember? What were your favorite dishes growing up?
Growing up, the first dish I learned to make was Mom's spaghetti, making the Sunday gravy. That led to we're part Italian in my family. Well, she's pretty much fully Italian, but then leading on to her lasagna, going on cooking those dishes, a lot of Italian influences in my cooking, and then in the summers, helping Dad on the grill got me in my love and passion of cooking steaks, and just the reactions they would get, people cutting into it, enjoying the burgers and that kind of thing, just kept me going. So yeah, my biggest influence is my mom.
Oh, certainly amazing. And what was your favorite dish growing up, actually? So what was your all-time favorite? I mean, you can say mac and cheese. It's okay.
I know my favorite dish all time is my mom's lasagna. In fact, it's a tradition. We have that for Christmas every year. And then now that's my gift. I get a pan of her lasagna that lasts me about 3 days. Eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But that's my all-time favorite. If I was on death row, that's what I'd be eating.
3 days, is that all? I thought you would have it down like less than that or share it. So
it's a big pan, and I like to eat. So that's my go-to.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also enjoy eating as well, too. You also enjoy cooking it. You also love serving it to people in the Fox Valley area. We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and even Levin enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Ford Riley, and Mia. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in 110 countries. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the amazing Casey Gulbro, the accomplished local and nationally recognized chef and owner of the Foxfire and Copper Fox on the Mike Wagner Show. And you did it very uniquely, incorporating your own twist on each food item. So let's just go over some of the menu items as well, too. We can infuse both restaurants, and starting off with some of the shareables. I mean, the Swedish meatballs look really good. Coconut shrimp, oh my gosh. And then you got the bang bang cauliflower. Tell us about that and what makes it so distinct.
Distinct, we put our own twist on a lot of these things. We have from the arancini to the bang bang cauliflower onto Foxfire. We have some prime rib egg rolls. We like to put a lot of love into every dish, but we put a little bit of more flavor in there than like the classic chicken marsala or the classic cheese sticks and so forth that you find at some other restaurants. Just the arancini is one of our more popular. The Swedish meatball, of course, is a local favorite because we are a town originally settled by some Swedes. So they called us Little Boston and Little Swedishville. So we do a Swedish festival every year, Swedish days. So you have to have Swedish meatballs if you're in Geneva.
That's really interesting. And you also got cherry lamb chops, which is really unique. Tuscan sausage pasta. And you got the my maple walnut glazed salmon. And tell us a bit about those, and maybe just a bit about the secret. What makes it different from everything else?
Well, I'm cooking it.
Oh, yes. I love it.
The secret. Well, the cherry lamb chops, that's awesome to have over at Copper Fox. We make it with a nice Melba sauce. It's got a nice distinct wine in there that gives it some nice rich flavors. The cherry just helps bring out some of that lamb. Takes a little of the gaminess away, but it goes well with it. And then you tie it off with the crust, which is a pine nut and Parmesan crust that just makes your mouth go to total nirvana. Some of the other dishes that we have there, the maple glazed salmon is very popular. In there, we put a little bit of chorizo in with the maple and the walnut, and it just gives the crust just this unique flavor. It's not overly sweet. It actually plays with a little spice in there as well. People really dig that. That's something that we're going into the spring, and we're like, do we keep that on because it's more of a fall dish? But people are loving it. So the trial and error before we put our dishes out. A lot of love, and the group works together. So I am the chef and I make the decision, but I really do rely on my team, my group, my brigade. Really helps out with each dish, and that helps them put more love in the menu and take more pride in what they're serving.
Mm-hmm. And you also have your worked your way up and number of restaurants and into where you're at right now. And what simply influenced you into you becoming the owner of the Firefox and the Copper Fox? You said you worked at Baker Square. You used to be Poppin' Fresh. You worked your way up. Maybe some of the restaurants you worked with, and leading up to where you're currently at.
Yeah, well, one of the biggest influences, actually, when I was a freshman at University of Iowa, I became a bartender at a local moose lodge. They actually, it was one of the best places I could work. There were a lot of influences there from the administrator. His name was Keith, and his wife was the manager and bartender. From the customers that came in to give me good advice on how to make drinks properly for them or how they like their food. And then there was a lot of old ladies to learn from on how to cook. I shouldn't say old ladies, but great ladies that, I learned some new styles from, German to Italian to Swedish to, they all were, grandma own original recipes, and it was an experience. And I do owe a lot to that Moose Lodge 1096 in Iowa City. If it wasn't for them, I am right now.
That's rather interesting too. You also talked about you were cooking German, you're also cooking Italian and some other things. So what are some unique spins that you do in some of the ethnic dishes that just separates from the rest? Maybe just a few little bit of twists and secrets.
Some twists and secrets. I mean, our biggest twists are steaks at Foxfire. We have a couple different combinations of flavors that we do. We have the Kurt, which is named after my dad. It's a 6-ounce filet that we put in some Cajun seasoning that we make in house. We sear that off and then slice it, serve it like it would be tuna with some avocado, teriyaki, and a nice wasabi yogurt that we make. It just gets the flavor going there. We have the Bordoni steak, which is named after my mom. Takes a little Sicilian background to it, where we serve whole roasted garlic over the top and basil. We put some extra seasoning into there with the salt, pepper, and garlic. Sear it perfectly. That is, the steaks are what we're known for at Foxfire. Our secret, we use great ingredients. We have certified Angus beef brand steaks is what we use. We use it at both places. It's the best cut of meat that I think you can find. They have all cuts, I should say, but they're the best branded. We also have this beautiful Pittsburgh ribeye, which
Pittsburgh ribeye. Oh my gosh, I've never heard of it. I'm so tempted.
Yeah. So Pittsburgh ribeye, we do that over the history of the Pittsburgh style cooking was back in the steel mills in Pittsburgh, when the hot steel would come out of the factory. The steel workers would put their meat on it and cook it fast and eat their lunch while they're still working. Wow. We brought that over here. Yeah. It's the steel mill that, as it was hot, they'd put their meat on there, get the perfect char on the outside and still be rare, medium rare on the inside. So we took that here. We take a nice scalding hot pan. We rub the ribeye, which is prime, with our own seasoning blend, which includes some Montreal steak seasoning, the secret, a little touch of sugar, and some other herbs. And we sear that hot on that hot pan, and it gives it this beautiful crust. Everybody dies for the flavor. We finish it with a little bit of a signature butter that we do. And it's one of the hotter topics that we have. It's probably the steak we're known for at Foxfire.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing as well too. And then how about some other popular items on the menu that you have? I mean, the Pittsburgh steak sounded really good, and you also have the the salmon, and everything. What are some of the other popular item menus? It can be appetizers, lunch, or sandwiches, anything like that. What are some of the other popular menu items you have?
Other popular menus, the Cajun tuna, actually we serve it as a combo, but it's a blackened tuna, sashimi grade. We slice it nice and thin, rare, served with the wasabi yogurt and teriyaki glaze with some Asian style Brussels sprouts that we make up that are a little bit of spice in them with carrots, Brussels sprouts, a little bit of onion. People eat that up. It's a little bit of an Asian fusion. The mahi mahi is another popular dish. Our most popular fish dish is probably our walleye piccata, which is piccata is it is a dish that people think Italian, but it's one of those dishes that was originally made in Chicago. It is lemon, capers, butter, whitefish, which just soaks all that goodness up, and we serve it with some fingerling potatoes and sauteed spinach, and it just people go gaga over it because it's a nice Midwest fish with a nice Chicago tradition style on there.
And of course, speaking of guests and people enjoying all your dishes, you had some great, celebrities that go through there, like Stevie Nicks, David Jones, Kenny Chesney, Reggie Jackson, and more. And tell some of your favorite guests and what were some of their dishes that they order as well.
Well, Stevie Nicks was probably my favorite. That's my brother. I accidentally told her that my brother raised me on her music. I felt like I made her so old. But he did. My brother's a diehard Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac fan, and she just shook her head and said, "Oh, thanks." But she loved our New York strips. She used to come in regularly. She was recording at a studio with a couple of guys up north of us. So she'd stay at the Harrington across the street, and she came in every day religiously, either had our burger. It was funny. It was when she was doing some commercials for a weight loss outfit, but she'd have her burger with no bun and a side salad. But at night, she would indulge in our New York strip, and she shook my hand on the way out one time and said our New York strips were the best in the country. She loved it. If she could, she'd mail them. We could mail them to her in California pre-cooked, so she wouldn't have anything to worry about. And unfortunately, we couldn't do that. But if she gave me the opportunity, I'd definitely go out there and cook for her because she was just great. Kenny Chesney was funny because he was here. We didn't even know it was him until he paid. He was so laid back. He was so nice. He was nice to the staff. He is a little shorter in stature than you'd think, but that's why we didn't recognize him, I don't think. Or the fact that he was such a nice guy. Was it until after he paid that we saw the Chesney on the back of his credit card? It's like, oh God, do you know who that was? And then recently we had Tilda Swinton and the Sorcerer Supreme from the Marvel Universe before Doctor Strange took over. She was in filming for a movie for Netflix. She came in twice, had dinner, loved it. She actually befriended one of my managers and sent her son, who's an inspiring actor, a nice little video message. That was awesome. She was very cool. I was mad I didn't get to see her, but I got to see the video message, and that just touched my heart.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And of course, having the guest experience and everything else. And what makes the guest experience so unique from all the other restaurants?
Well, with our celebrity guests that we have coming in, like we even had Davy Jones and a few others. You mentioned Mr. October. We don't treat them like anything super special. We treat them like they are regular customers. Of course, there was, Stevie Nicks came in with a handler who we talked to beforehand to make sure it was okay that we approached her. But with all our guests that come through, either Doors of Foxfire or Copper Fox, we treat them like their family. We treat them like it's their first time there, no matter if they're regulars or not. And then we do also treat them with the love of being family members. So if there's something wrong, we try to fix it. Me and my dad, who's my partner, are here at least, we're only open 6 days a week. So we're here 24/6, it seems like, at either location. But we make sure we stop by every table. We make sure we say hello to guests, make them feel welcome. With 2 locations, that's gotten a little bit harder, but there's 2 of us. So, either we're at one place or the other, and people still get the love of the Gulbro family coming to their table.
Yes, it does. And of course, you also do more than just serve food and take care of the guests. You also reach out with charities, be involved in community, and also encourage others as well. We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor, the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the amazing, accomplished local and nationally recognized chef Casey Gulbro of the Firefox and also Copper Fire after this time.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to the Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with the amazing chef Casey Gulbro here on the Mike Wagner Show, and he's of course the owner of the Copper Fox and Foxfire in beautiful downtown Geneva, Illinois, west of Chicago. And yeah, I mean, you do more than just serve the guests, serve great food and everything else. You guys have been involved in the community a lot. You've done some charity work, and you also get involved in sponsorships and more. And tell us how you go on beyond the call when it comes to serving the community and also get involved in charity.
The community, you're gonna get me choked up a little, but we know that we wouldn't have Foxfire without Geneva, and a lot of people say Geneva wouldn't be the same without Foxfire. We do a lot with the town. We do a Tip a Cop charity with the local police force that helps out Special Olympics. We do a lot with the Children's Network. And hospitals. And in fact, when we had to close down for COVID, that was one of the things that we did to get our guys back to work. Even though we couldn't open up to the public, we got the staff rallied into helping out the local nurses and feeding the local charity, the local hospitals, CDH, which is Central DuPage Hospital, and also Delnor Hospital, which is in our backyard. We help out with them a lot. We still do meals from time to time for them, even though the pandemic is over. We help out with the local Lazarus House, which is a halfway house for the homeless. And then and locally, we help out with our the local baseball teams. And that's one of the things we did during COVID. They lost a lot of sponsorship for the local traveling teams because of COVID and because of people not knowing where their money was going to go. So we took the stand and we took them under our wing, and we actually sponsored 2 traveling teams. And actually the parents were really touched because of our sponsorship, they were able to do more than just 1 or 2 tournaments. They actually got to go to 5 tournaments that year, and they got uniforms, and it's very cool. We love the sport of baseball. We love the kids in our community. So that's one. That's in a nutshell.
Well, let me ask you this. You mentioned you love baseball. Are you a Cubs fan or a White Sox fan? Which one?
I'm a White Sox fan.
White Sox fan.
White Sox, yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you, looking forward to another Subway series. So that'll be another subject at another time. And also, how do you manage to stay current in the industry? And also, what's the best advice on becoming a chef, restaurateur, or an owner?
Well, staying current in the industry is you always have to be learning. You can't just lay on one recipe and say that's what's going to take my restaurant through 18 years, which we are at of life. We actually try to reinvent ourselves every now and then on the menu. We have our classics that stay on there that don't change much, but we always try to bring in new things. A couple of years before the pandemic, I went back to school. Actually, I went back to culinary school. I wanted to get my actual degree because I had my degree from Hard Knocks College instead of an actual culinary school. It was kind of a secret. I didn't tell anybody, but eventually the teaching staff, the professors and chefs found out. It's hard to keep a secret, but the students never knew. It was one of the best things I've done. I wanted to actually become a teacher down the road after I retire from being a full-time kitchen guy. I wouldn't mind teaching the next generation of chefs. And in order to do so, I had to get that degree. So I went to culinary school. Was the best thing I did. Being in the business for as long as I had, and going back to school was a little different. But I suggest if you're in this industry to try it. They make teachers do it. They make doctors do it. They make lawyers do it. So we do it. It really relit a fire in me. I got to see the next generation up close, seeing how they learn, and it actually helped me bring some knowledge to my staff on how to train some of these. I don't know what generation we're in right now. I think it's but this generation, the post-millennial generation, how to get to them, how to make them learn and make them interested. So if they have a chance to go back to school or even take a class now and then, strongly suggested, no matter where they are in their career, even if they're the executive chef and owner, or if they're just a line manager or general manager, do it. It just really gave me a new love for the game. Reinvigorated my imagination. We started doing more and more new trends, from sous vide to, which isn't very much a trend right now, but back then it was, to different styles of reverse searing, to long-term roasting, all sorts of stuff, and even some fusion and molecular cooking. I mean, it was just amazing. But yeah, I would say if you're a chef, if you're a restaurant owner, do it. Go back to school, learn it, or go to a class and just get back into it. Pretend you don't know anything, and it definitely helps.
Oh, definitely helps as well too. And of course, where can we find you and get more information, and how can we get a hold of you?
Okay, well, you can find me at either Foxfire Restaurant or Copper Fox in Geneva. Our websites are www.foxfiregeneva.com or copper-fox.com. You can find me at either location. You can email me if you'd like. I'm sure you'll have that in the notes. But that's Casey Gulbro at foxfiregeneva.com. Find me on social media under Chef Casey Gulbro on Facebook and Instagram, or you can find our restaurants on Facebook as well.
We will certainly do so. We're here with accomplished local and nationally recognized chef Casey Gulbro, the Mike Wagner Show, also owner of Firefox and Copper Fox as well too. Just a couple more things. What else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond, Casey?
2022 and beyond, we're always evolving. So you'll probably see hopefully our Copper Fox, which we just opened during COVID 2020. Full restaurants with me. You're gonna maybe see me a couple more times making the circuit, getting my doing some cooking shows and such like that. And you might see another restaurant popping up in the next year or so.
And how about some of the upcoming dishes as well too, like a little sneak preview?
A little sneak preview. We're actually going to be elevating the Copper Fox menu to do some new fusion cooking for steaks and such. You'll be seeing a blackened flat iron steak served with a nice tomatillo salsa. We have some new seafood coming in. The one thing that is hard to tell you the exact future on fish and seafood that we're bringing in is the supply. That is something that we're dealing with. But you'll be seeing the seasonal fishes coming on, walleye, hopefully some Copper River salmon is going to be on the menu as well, because it's supply and demand.
That's amazing. And how about the pizza as well too? There's a lot of pizza-holics out there, including myself.
Copper Fox, if you're looking for a nice flatbread, we do that at Copper Fox. We have half-price flatbreads on Thursdays, but we're always developing new ones. That is a nice little treat for some of the staff, because they get to put their flavors on and try things out. And we do encourage that when we're training. I let the guys get a little taste of what it takes to put together a recipe, put together a dish, and put it out and see how it is through specials. It's just a different way. It was a way that I didn't get taught coming up. We always had to cook the way everybody else did, but this way they get a little feel for what it's like to be the chef.
Oh, count me on that one when it comes to pizza. I'm there.
All right. Very cool.
Sounds good. And just a couple of things. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Biggest influence in my career, I'm going to sound mushy, but it's my dad. He's not a culinary artist in any means. He wasn't a restaurateur until we opened up Foxfire. But just being the way he is with business, with people, he probably could have ran for president and won. He just, everybody loves him. And the way he handles the staff is the way I handle my staff right now. They're the extension of the family, and I learned that from him. So,
oh, that's so amazing. That is really amazing. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
At this point, his biggest advice for me that I like passing it on to others is manage yourself with mercy, and don't be afraid to delegate. Chefs and restaurant owners, we kill ourselves working 80 hours, 90 hours a week, which is, I know it sounds impossible, but we try to do it anyways. But the more we delegated, the more we managed ourselves with mercy, the more the restaurant flourished, because now when we train people to do the things that we do, then we can focus on the next thing. So that's don't be afraid of doing that. So yeah, manage yourself with mercy. Sorry for the long drawn out spiel, but I'll start with manage yourself with mercy. And that's Dad's favorite line. So that's what you got to do.
And of course, stay hungry as well, too. Stay hungry.
Oh, yeah.
So,
come hungry.
Especially when it comes to the foods, it's like, come hungry and leave happy. That's how I remember it. So,
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we want our customers to do that, definitely.
Certainly, and Stevie, Reggie, and everybody else. And we're here with Casey Gulbro, accomplished local and nationally recognized chef of the Foxfire and Copper Fox here on the Mike Wagner Show. Casey, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch. We'll have you back. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people simply check you out and or just check out the restaurant, everything else?
Yeah, you can find me again at Chef Casey. It's my initials, K.C. Gulbro, on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us also at Foxfire, www.foxfiregeneva, GENEVA.com, or copper-fox.com, which is our other restaurant as well. You can find me anywhere in Geneva or anywhere my two wheels will take me. Love my motorcycle, so you can find me on there as well. But yeah, my email is the letters KCGULBRO at foxfiregeneva.com.
We will certainly do that. And once again, Casey, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. We wish you all the best. You've got a great future ahead of you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show. Brought to you by international award-winning author Mia Mohsen-Zia of Missing. And powered by Sonic Web Studios. Be sure to join us again on over 40 podcast platforms. And of course on the MikeWagnerShow.com. HamiltonRadio.net, and Diamonds FM. Don't forget to support our program with a generous donation at themikewagnershow.com. Thanks for listening.